All right, guys, how we doing tonight? So the other day I showcased a deck. I believe it was the Knights Templar deck that has a card within it that I'd like to showcase today, and that is Binary. And let me double check. I'm pretty sure that Knights deck, yeah, it did have Binary in it. So this deck I want to show today is basically a build around, but the focus was Binary, not Knights Templar. So it doesn't have as many commons in this deck as Knights Templar. Knights Templar is probably more on the budget end with all these cheaper cards down here at the bottom that aren't limited legendaries and whatnot. So this is the deck. It plays pretty well. Obviously Binary. Its focus is buffing cards that are base energy 2 or less. So if you look around in this deck, we have several cards here with base energy 2 or less. So the South Pole is a new card I'm featuring here as well. This card gains plus 30 power and costs plus 2 permanently. But the base base energy cost is still going to be less than 2, even as that thing continues to tick up. We have another card here that costs 2 energy. The card opposite this loses 50 power and costs minus 2 permanently. So we're going to be dinging something on their side permanently there on their power. Invisible Man, another decent card. He's just going to... I like to keep him in my hand and just let him continue to buff other cards. Plus 10. Excuse me. The Power of Zero. So this card, when drawn, your opponent's cards in hand with 50 or more base power lose 49 power and cost minus 1 for 2 turns. So we're going to be dinging their hand a little bit here. Another card that is triggered by Binary is this Koltar. And this card, once he's played, gains plus 60 power and costs 1 extra energy permanently. So he's just going to continue to get bigger and bigger as the game progresses. On the other hand, we have Francium, which actually gets smaller and smaller as the game progresses. But at the start, you see up at the top left, it only costs 1, but it's got 87 power. So it's pretty big, and as it has other buffs here triggering it, such as Binary, it kind of holds that power level most of the game, I notice. It doesn't really... At 22, as it stands, doesn't hurt it too badly. Green Witch, it's not within that Binary 0 to 2 threshold, but I think it is good enough here with its raw stats at 86. Kind of an interesting card. So once it's drawn, it immediately is going to lose 24 power until played. But if you play it, if it's the second turn of the round, this card will actually gain 48 on the turn. And then if it is played round 3, or if it's round 3, this card gains another 48 this turn. So this card can get fairly big for just 3 energy. So that is why I've included it in the deck. Another card. So the rest of these cards that I've included are primarily buffs at the 3 slot. So continuing to buff. Frill Dragon is kind of helping with the Binary, but this one is cards that are with 1 or less base energy gaining that plus 22. So another mini Binary ability, but not as good as Binary, because Binary can hit the cards that have 2 cost, whereas this one is 1 or less. So a little bit different, not as good. Pumpkin Toad, another just all-out strong card here with the giving everything plus 30 power for 2 turns when drawn. Rat King as well, just boosting everything permanently, plus 13 when drawn. Taj Mahal, giving everything a little boost, or not everything, but a couple cards in your hand buffs, 125 and 1 at 30. Napoleon is a card I decided to toss in here last minute. So when he's played, your cards with 4 or less base energy gain plus 25 on the turn. So another decent card. Great Wall of China, kind of on that buff theme with +8 permanent buff. So that's pretty much it. Some of these other cards you guys have seen me play in the past, like Eye of Providence, kind of dinging the opponent 20 permanently. Enigma also dings them 7 on the round. So that is the build. It feels really strong, especially in casual. That's where I'm going to showcase it here, just because the cost is cheap, and obviously casuals, the 7, only get 7 energy. So let's go ahead and fire it up, and let's check this deck out. I like it. I think it's a fun deck to play. If anybody's looking for a fun deck, very strong. Yeah, it's cheap, so I feel like every turn you can drop 3 cards down, really. Occasionally, you might only can do 2, but for the most part, as long as you're not up against a drain deck, it can drop 3 cards pretty consistently, so it's one of the reasons I do like it. Alright, so there's our Great Wall trigger. We saw the Taj Mahal buff. How do we want to do this? Let's, don't love this start. Let's do it like this. Oh, good hit on the Mycoplasma there. Or Mycoplasma. Hurting that Art Deco a little bit. Alright, so we're starting off a little behind here, but I think as we draw into some more power buff cards, I think we're going to be good. We're going to want to play the Meantime this round, since it is turn 2, so we can get that little buff. So you see that +48. We need to play this card too, so it doesn't keep losing 22 permanently. It leaves us with 3 remaining. So which one do we want to go with? I'm thinking Great Wall, just so we can get it back in the deck, get that +8 permanently going. Looks like we're up against a Cephalopod deck, which is a very strong deck as well. So this would probably be a good deck to showcase it against. All right, here, let's see. So we drew our Napoleon, so it looks like he can trigger with everything. So we're probably going to want to play him. What else do we want to play? I want to try to get as much down as I can, so let's do it like this, since we are behind here. See if we can steal this round. And it looks like we do. So round 1 is in the bag here. Let's see what round 2 holds for us. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, I do tend to prefer casual games. I like the lower energy in these decks that are typically lower costed cards. I feel like it makes me think a little bit more than just unlimited energy in your hand and you can just drop, 3 cards every time. I feel like this is a little more of a challenge. Oh no, I don't want to do it like that. Let's do. Yeah, I guess we can. Let's do it like that. Sorry, I got talking and lost my train of thought there a little bit. Alright, I definitely want to get Koltar going, so I think I'm gonna play him for sure. What else do we want to play? So we're a little behind, so let's get some power online here. Thinking like this. Yeah, that octopus deck's putting down some power, isn't it? But that's okay. I think this deck gets a little stronger as the rounds progress. There's our binary we wanted to showcase here. Coming online, triggering, and now it's cards everywhere, so not just the cards in our hands. So more triggered than just those couple that we saw. So how do we maximize this turn here? Definitely want to get multiverse going. I'm thinking like this. Hoping that 20 dings his card. Nope. All right, so another good round for us. Looks like we took the round 2. Let's see if we can make this the last round here. All right, so we can play Green Witch because it is round 3. So if we want, we can play it now instead of letting it continue to ding away. So I'm hoping he locked because I'm going to move and play this Mycoplasma because I'm assuming if he's playing just the one card, it's probably something that has some decent power attached to it. Okay, we can't do it like that, so I'm just going to do it like this. Which it does, see? So good call on my part there. Like to pat myself there on the back. Oh yeah, good job. I'm just kidding. All right, so we got another decay card going on here. Losing 22, so we're going to want to play that. What else do we want to get down here? I'm thinking we just try to hit him hard since we've got the lead and it is potentially the final round for him. Ooh, that's going to be a good turn. Flying Dutch coming out of nowhere. Wasn't good enough though. Still got the lead by a little. Let's see if we can hold it. So I'm going to try to drop as much power down now as I can. So let's do it like this. See if we can take it. Nope, he got us. All right, so we're going to go to round 4. Got us by 2. Let's give him a little meme there. What do we want to say? Oh, dang it. We lost it. Let's say so close. All right. I think I want to get cube stats down now. Let's do it like this. I always call it cube stats, but it's cube sats. I like stats better. All right, let's see here. We got our Koltar. That should be doing work right here in this situation. Let's get our binary down, and one last pick here. Let's go Taj Mahal. Let's just get the max down. See if we can hold this lead. All right, plus 71. It's a good matchup. He's got a good deck, so it's more fun, I feel like, to showcase against a good deck instead of a deck that's not really giving me a run for my money. I'm going to play this in hopes that it dings another card of his. There we go. I think we got it, boys and girls. So there's game 1 under wraps. As you can see, the deck performed pretty decently. I'm sure there's better versions of this deck out there somewhere. So I'm not saying by any means this is optimally tuned or anything, but I still think it's a good deck, and fun to play, so it's really all I care about. I'm not trying to play this in, leagues or professionally or anything, but I prefer just building a lot of decks and testing things out and, having fun with it. That's what this is all about, right? All right, here we go. Round one. What do we got here? We got the binary right out the gate. That's nice. Already getting our buffs going. So definitely want to get Francium down. So since he dinged us, I'm kind of thinking of doing it like this. That dang old sand cat. Hitting us good. It's making everything cost so expensive. It's annoying. All right, where do we want to drop this bad boy? I'm thinking life on land. Just ding each other, don't they? Looks like we're up against another cheap deck like we're playing. Something fairly aggressive. It's unfortunate we don't have one more energy here. So I'm thinking I do it like this. I want to try to get as much down as I can. Is that going to be enough? It's going to be close. Yeah, I think it's enough. I think it's enough. I mean, we always had it, right? There wasn't even a competition. I kid. He did well. Color me magic. All right, let's see here. So we got the South Pole. Want to get him going, cycling back through. Let's do Cube and Taj Mahal. Okay, he's got Door to Hell going here, so definitely a good swing for him. Let's see here. All right, everything gets +8. We need to get our rats back in our deck. This is going to be a round we lose, so I'm just going to start cycling my cards back in that I want later. Just not worry about winning this one. Probably should have dumped that 0 cost card too. Oh well. Alright, so I want to get Great Wall back in my deck. And what else? Let's do it like this. Get Kultar in my deck as well. Cycling in. Whew, good turn for him. Look at that round. Getting our booties whooped. All right, let's see if we can do something on round 3 here. So we want to play Greenwich since it's round 3. Another hamster. Dang you, hamster. The Sandcat trigger is annoying. And Grand Hotel, both doing work. Making my cards expensive. Alright, I think this is a Frilled Dragon turn here. See, I told you, because he played it too, so it's like I knew it was coming. Alright, this is definitely anybody's round here. We have successfully caught back up. Oh, that's annoying. Did not want to see that. All right, looks like he got us again. Swinging pretty good with that Door to Hell. I actually thought about putting it in this deck, that or Ponzi, but since I just did a Ponzi video last night, I figured, nah, let's just do something completely different tonight. I don't really didn't want to add that to the deck. Alright, what do we want to do here? Let's get South Pole down. That's unfortunate. He keeps digging our energy cost here. Definitely hurting us. I'm going to go Eye of Providence and Rat King. Yeah, I don't think we can win this one. I think he's got us. Just making our cards too expensive to play. But that's okay. We did win one, so I'll take it. I got to show, losses now and again. I don't want you guys to think I'm editing these videos by any means. I stream one time, and that is that. If I lose, I lose. All right, let's go for broke here. There's a little more damage here, so let's do that. Not that it matters. So that's the deck, guys, in a nutshell. Obviously, we got bested in that last game, but still a strong deck either way. Wanted to showcase binary. And, the deck that beat us was a binary deck too, so clearly is a strong card. Has very good potential. I'd like to see what other kind of 1-drops and 2-drops they print in the future. I think that's going to potentially make the deck even better, so... all right, guys, I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you don't mind tossing me a subscribe or a like, comment, anything to support the channel, and I'll keep making content for you guys. All right, guys, appreciate it.